monster? We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
I feel a woozy. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the prime time, bitch?
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror. So, the gang is back together again, and we wanted to start off the new year. The last couple months of the last year, everybody kept asking us, hey, are you going to do a top 10 live again? Are you going to do a top 10 live again? We said we would try to do one to start January with two of our best friends, and we were able to make that happen. So, we do have the amazing Kylie, Haunted Hippie. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And then obviously the man, the myth, the legend, Cody Leach. We got him here as well. How's it going, brother?
Not too bad. Tried to do a bunch of shorts earlier today, trying to get back into doing all my TikTok stuff. So trying to get back. Like, all right, the year started. No more breaks.
Time for the short form videos once again.
Gotta talk to all the teens.
Yep, I get it. I don't know. It's harder for me to do short form video than it is long form, and I don't know if it's because we started with YouTube and then went to
It's
short
because
form.
you love to repeat yourself. You love to say the same thing 20 times. That is why. In different forms. That's why. I'm like, please. We know. Please just wrap it up.
This is actually a counseling session. We wanted to bring you guys along.
This is what we brought you here today
Doing a little
for.
bit of the marriage bleeding into movies.
Right.
I was the same way for a while. I've kind of wrapped my head around it somewhat, but when I first really started to ramp it up about the middle of last year, I mean, it was like brushing my teeth with my left hand. I'm like, I don't fucking like how can I talk for 45 minutes easy, but 3 minutes feels like the end of the world to me. And it's because I make content that I would want to watch, and I'm not really a TikTok Reels person, and so it's hard for me to be like, I have so much I want to say, but I can just barely scratch the surface on all of it, and that's what short form is, which doesn't make sense to me, but
Whatever makes you, the audience, happy.
yes,
Right.
yes, I
So I know I've said this before. No, go ahead, Kylie. What was that?
Sorry, I was just gonna say I've tried, but I feel like a grandma on TikTok. I do one thing, and I'm like, I should do this more, and then I still haven't figured out the green screen.
Oh, I hate doing all that. I just do a short form version of what I already do, and that's what you get. Sorry.
Yeah.
We're asking our 13-year-old how to do stuff. She knows better than us.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, actually, I had a friend of ours hit me up and help me out with short form. Like, hey, here's how you can do this. So you don't have black at the bottom and top. And I was like, hey, thanks, Chuck. Now I don't feel like such a grandpa. So that was really
Boomer.
cool. Yeah, that's exactly what it was too. So if you guys are here for the first time, please make sure you are hitting subscribe to Haunted Hippie and Cody Leach. Their links are in the description. If this is your first time at Sledgehammer Horror, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you along. So we got a lot of people here in the chat. What's up, Ryan?
Chat.
Ryan has also put their links in the chat. So please just go there, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. They are amazing. We got Chester's here. Wise Pear is here. I can't wait for you to watch it either. Horror Avengers Assemble. That's awesome. Phantasmic 4. It works. The Homicide Squad. I'll take it all. Everybody is saying hello. I love it. It's going to be harder for us to keep up on the chat tonight because, like I said, we got a lot of people here. So we will keep up as much as we can. We appreciate all of you being here. So we are actually going to start this off at number 10. Tonight, it was great meeting you yesterday, Ken. Oh, thanks, Brian. It was nice to meet you too, man. Thank you. Grandpa Ken. Yep, that's me.
Not yet. Don't push it.
I turned 40 on Saturday, and now I've applied for Social Security. I don't know what the hell they did, but the early bird breakfast seems a whole lot later in the day now that I'm 40. I don't know how that happened, but thank you guys. Ryan, happy belated birthday to you, and Cody, happy belated birthday to you as well.
Yeah, Cody too.
Oh yeah, happy belated birthday. Lots of
Little
January
baby.
birthdays.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Hey, Mount Rushmore of horror YouTube. To be even in the same conversation is amazing. So thank you. So today we are doing our top 10 January released horror films. And for those that don't know, January is notorious as being a dumping ground of film, let alone horror film. So actually, Ashley came up with this idea after we had watched Primate. Because we were both like, hey, that was actually pretty decent. We had a lot of fun with that. And she was like, maybe we could do a top 10 January-themed horror movies. And I was like, holy shit, that's genius. But I bet I won't find very many. We might have to make this a top 4 video. But once I started doing research, it actually was pretty easy to find 10. So coming in at number 10 for me is Insidious: The Last Key. I think that while I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, I think that this movie is amazing in the sense that we still get Lin Shaye in the Insidious franchise. And this movie does have redeeming qualities.
I think this is one of the scariest ones that they have.
No shit.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty scary.
Okay. I think that one of my favorite moments in this movie, though, is when the twist of you think that they're talking to the girl and that she's a ghost, but it's actually a girl that the dad had been keeping in the basement the whole time. That's one of those scary moments, and the cast in this movie is just incredible. It has an incredible cast to it. I'm not the biggest fan of Keyface. I think it's a stupid name, and I think it's a stupid-looking demon. Just my opinion, but still, in my opinion, and I know I have different opinions here even in this panel, this is my least favorite in the Insidious franchise. And if this is your worst movie in your franchise, you're just doing a really, really good job. So, yes, Cody, I have this below the red door. Yeah. So, oh, cool. Somebody agrees with me. I'm not alone. Yeah, so I have Insidious: The Last Key at number 10 for me. So, what about you, love?
All right, I'm probably going to get shit for this because I'm pretty sure people hate this movie, but it's Darkness Falls. I liked it. I thought this was actually scary. I liked how they used, like...
Is that the Tooth Fairy movie? Okay.
Yeah. How they used, like, the light, and she couldn't come into the light, and I thought she was terrifying looking, and I don't know, I remember it being, like, an early 2000s type of movie, but I still had fun with it.
Well, I think a lot of these, too, are open to when we had watched them for the first time. You know, like this movie when we watched it back then.
I have one on my list that we literally watched 9 years ago today. It came up across my timeline.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
So
yeah, I don't remember much about Darkness Falls except for there was the Tooth Fairy.
yeah, and she had to wait, like she couldn't go in the light, and they went on like a lighthouse, and I can think of some stuff. But I remember that I thought it was scary.
You remember a lot more than me.
Yeah.
Real quick, thank you very much, Brian. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the member content.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you very, very much.
I haven't seen Darkness Falls since it came out, but I always remember I rented it and I was watching it at night, and my dad came out in the living room when I was like maybe a third of the way through it. He's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's like a tooth fairy demon, and like if you go into the light, she takes you." And he just looked at me and he goes, "That sounds fucking stupid." And he just went wherever his bedroom, wherever he was going. I remember liking it when I saw it, though. I need to revisit it.
He's like, "I'm sorry I came out to this. I'm going back to bed."
Right.
Yeah.
So what about you, Kylie? What's number 10 for you?
My number 10, this was tough, because I did have a couple honorable mentions. To All a Good Night, it's a stupid 1980s slasher. We Bury the Dead, I didn't think was horrible. And then Scanners, David Cronenberg. But my number 10 is actually Megan. I am not as big of a fan of this movie as everyone else is, and feel free to flame me. It's all good. I liked Megan 2 more because it just was so over the top stupid, and like just like the best like junk food bad movie. I loved it. But yeah, the first one I'm not crazy about. I find the first one to be kind of generic, and I feel a little robbed of the climax. I thought they were building up to more bloodshed, and it didn't happen. It's a little generic for me, but I still really enjoy it. It's like a 3.5 star for me, so that's my number 10.
Did you ever watch like the rated R cut that they were hyping up for like 3 months?
Yeah, I rewatched it before the
It's
new
like
one came
PG-13
out.
plus.
And it's
Yeah.
it's like there's like 2 seconds extended of one scene where we see like a blood splatter on a wall or
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
But you did say that you like.
For that.
You said you do like Megan 2 more than Megan, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else have an opinion I don't give a fuck about?
No, I'm totally joking. I agree with you. I think Megan 2, I thought it got a bad rep just because it's fun.
Fun.
I
yeah.
just wish it had
I
more.
liked her costumes. Like I thought that was cool.
I just wish it had more horror elements to it, is all I wish. I wish we could have gotten more horror and less of the sci-fi action, honestly. It sounded like Ashley was just at a WWE event with me, because that's all she said the whole time we were at Royal Rumble. She was like, hey, I like their costumes.
I did.
was
That's
like, oh,
all.
okay.
That's all I heard about.
You're grounded.
Do you think they're gonna do a Megan 3, or do you think 2 killed it?
Honestly, I thought that maybe we had a chance of getting a Megan 3. I honestly did. And then when they completely shut down Soulmate, I was like, yeah, that's probably the dagger in the heart of any chance of Megan 3.
I wasn't sure how to interpret that. Like, I get that some people were like, well, that's it, exactly how you read it. And then I was like, well, maybe maybe they know the movie sucks. Because I knew a year ago that it was going to suck because I heard, I have friends that are close with a few people at Blumhouse, and they were pissed that Companion came out. Because Companion was great, and they're like, fuck, ours sucks compared to this. So I almost looked at it as maybe they're trying to bury that to keep from further damaging Megan. So maybe there's a shot they can do 3 in a slasher way and build it back. But I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Interesting theory.
Yeah, I would love to see a 3. I would love to see it continue, obviously, just because I do like the Megan franchise, and my daughter absolutely adores the franchise as a whole. She loves both films. So I would love to see it continued, if not anything, but for her and for, Amy to get more time. But, I just, it's got to make sense. I don't want them to do another movie just for the idea of doing another movie. Give me something that's going to work. Like, I don't want to see a bunch of offshoot Megans running around and, give it something that makes sense. And I think I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
I'd be good with a bunch of Megans running around, probably.
I don't know. I just thought
see-
of like a whole movie with a bunch of Megans running around.
But then all I see is Cult of Megan. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to keep going a Chucky route, Like, I don't know. That's a whole conversation for another day.
Mission Impossible, though. Like, they ripped off, well, like, Mission Impossible. I guess Terminator is the obvious other one, but I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? That's fine. We can plop Megan in, like, Megan Jurassic Park, make giant animatronic Megans or something. I'm really good with all that stupid shit.
Either way, we'd be there opening night. I do got to give some love to this. There's another great doll movie called Morgan Killer Doll.
Yeah.
Agreed. See, maybe I should just learn to shut the fuck up, because now it's imagine an army of Megans. I like the Cult of Megans. Make it happen. Shit.
Realize what you've done?
So what about you, Cody? What's your number 10?
The People Under the Stairs came out in January. Is that a January movie?
Did it?
No reason. All right, number 10, we're going to go with Virus.
I was like, are you being serious?
I was trying to bite my lip.
Yeah, all jokes, people. Virus is a movie that, to be fair, I have not seen in like 26 years, so maybe it's not good. But I remember liking this a lot as a kid. We had it on VHS. I remember really thinking that the practical effects in it were cool. It's a movie that's not well regarded, but you have like a cyborg extraterrestrial versus like a ship crew with Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Sutherland, and it like merges people's body parts with the machines. I remember thinking that was really badass, and I always loved Jamie Lee Curtis as a kid. So when I saw that was just almost like an honorable mention to my youth. I'm like, oh, I'll give it a shout out of 10.
I love it.
That was nice.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Have either one of you seen Bone Temple yet?
No, I'm seeing it tomorrow night.
Same. I've heard great things though from reliable sources, so I'm excited. Somebody else loved Megan 2 more as well. So you're telling me there's a chance. Hopefully Megan 3 sticks to horror aspect more than the sci-fi stuff. Exact same thing. Hearing great things. Megan 2 is enough dumb schlocky fan fiction, but it was a weird choice cutting out the majority of the horror.
I think they found that
Give
out
me-
pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
This right
basically
here.
every choice was baffling, but
Yeah. And like you said, though, they had a good time with it. They had fun. So I did love that. I love this. Just give me a sequel to Child's Play 2019. Please give me the Buddy Bear movie I've been begging for. What's up, Cam?
Hey, Cam.
Blumhouse is taking notes right now. I just want to say, Cody, thank you so much for being my horror bro, by the way.
Always the horror bros.
People Under the Stairs came out in November. Okay.
I know.
For the Lost in the Shadows pod, great work, Cody.
Thank you.
Yep, they do an amazing job. And we got our first donation of the night, guys. So you know what that means. Maybe. Oh, my God, where'd it go? No. Holy shit, it's gone. Oh, no, there it is. Haha.
What?
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Leanna's
you.
here. I was about to freak out. I was like, did they just like delete it?
I got sick of it.
Morgan Killer Dow over Megan 1 and 2.
guys, stop.
Getting that love. I saw Virus in theater when it first came out. Have not seen it since. Would love to give it a rewatch. Hell yeah. I need to watch this movie. Megan 2.0 is my third favorite movie of all time. Hell
Nice.
yeah. Cody, are you going to do a 2026 prediction tier list video?
Yeah, probably. I'm definitely late on it, but yes, most likely.
Okay. Well, it'll be there. Saw Megan 2.0 on my birthday, and it worked for me. That's all that matters. We want people to love what they love. Cody, what would your pitch be for Sinister 3?
Act like the second one didn't happen and start from there.
Yep.
Fun fact, it was actually supposed to be, if the second one was successful, there was already things in the work to merge the Sinister movies with Insidious.
I remember that. In Sinister is what they were going to call it. I remember that, and I was just like, damn it, that would have been so dope to see.
It would have been.
It'd be bittersweet to get a Sinister 3 now with the loss of James Ransone. Like, you know, it'd be hard to capitalize on that market, I think, and not you can't recast Deputy So-and-so, obviously, and then just taking him out would be stupid. So it's a huge bummer to me, at least. Have any of you ever been to ScreenX Cinema? There was an additional panoramic screens to the left and right. No.
Mm-mm.
That would be
It was like that would
crazy.
be weird having to turn your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just be
I like
mad
to
the whole
just,
time.
like, recline.
Agree. Bagul and the Further. Put me in, coach. I want to play. So we're up to number 9. What would your choice be, Mom?
My number 9 is Bloody Valentine 3D. Came out in 2009. The 3D part was pretty lame. Just had like the axe and everything thrown at you. But other than that, I liked how they took a lot of the original ideas and made it their own. You still had like the love triangle, and you didn't know who was the killer. And I thought it was gory enough. Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. That was 2009?
2009.
Okay.
Yes.
Good choice. We might talk about that one again. What about you, Kylie? What's your number 9?
And I'm a little worried our lists might end up looking the same. But my number 9 is actually Presence. I'm sure I'm alone on this one as well. But it was the Steven Soderbergh kind of experimental film that came out last year. Something about it worked for me. Like, I was just compelled by this family. They felt real to me, and so I felt invested in their drama. And I was thrown for a loop by the ending of the movie, mostly because like it didn't really make sense, but I just went with it. And so yeah, overall I enjoyed myself. Also, it's like blissfully short, and it's kind of hard to come across a good 80-minute horror movie these days, I feel like. Or I don't know, maybe it was an hour and a half, but yeah, I found myself kind of alone and enjoying that one last year.
It's so much.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
That was one that, like, when I saw it in theaters, I was kind of like, I was like, all right, that's solid. I don't know if the ending works or not. And then, like, by the end of the year, that one like ended up standing out quite a bit when I went back and ranked everything. It was like in the top quarter of the year.
See, I just think that.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
Not again. Yeah, that one and Good Boy, I felt like were two experimental films where the experiment actually worked, which I just thought was cool. It made it stand out to me.
I love because I felt that way. I haven't seen Presence, but when we saw Good Boy, it felt like that movie it flew by because it had the shorter runtime, but it kept you invested enough to where I was like, oh shit, this movie's over? Like, really? And I feel like that now makes your theater watch, your cinema watch, that much more enjoyable when I don't got to sit there for 3.5 hours looking at the clock. Like, come on, fucking do something. What about you, Cody? What's your number 9?
Mine's going to be Megan. This is one, a lot like what Kylie said. Like, I'm not huge on the movie. It was definitely, maybe if I was a kid, I would have latched onto it a lot more. But as an adult, I was like, all right, like, PG-13, gender swap Chucky movie, couple cool ideas. I really got burnt by the whole, we're going to make it PG-13 because it hit on TikTok, and then we're going to tease a rated R cut that's not really a rated R cut. That kind of burned my ass a little bit. But most of my enjoyment of this movie comes from the fact that my youngest just loves it. Like, this is her Chucky, and I have fun through her. Like, even Megan 2.0, I probably would have disliked that movie watching it by myself, but watching it with her, I was like, it was all right. I was kind of surprised at the got.
See, and I think that as a parent, those moments really, really matter. You know, I think that's why I have a soft spot for Tarot, because while I didn't enjoy the movie, our middle child loved it because she hasn't seen those tropes over and over again, so it was all brand new to her. So to watch her reaction and see how much she loved that movie, I was like, yes.
You almost are jealous. Like, I remember feeling like that when I was a kid. Like,
Trust me, if it was up to me, I'd still like it too.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't want to dislike anything. So I get where you're coming from there. When you watch it with your kids and you see them get enjoyment out of it, it does increase your enjoyment. My number 9 is Mama. I love Jessica Chastain. I love the idea of this movie of the feral kids and the evil mom. And I love Jessica Chastain as a punk rock based chick. Like, I thought that was awesome as well. And I remember hearing rumors for years and years they were going to do a sequel, but they started doing another project, the Muschietti brother and sister. They started doing this other project. I can't remember what it was, but that became pretty successful. So they kind of put Mama on the back burner after that.
Still clowning around with it, I heard.
Yeah, yeah, right. So, it's, you know, and cool. You know, I love Welcome to Derry. I loved the It theatrical releases, but I would like to see a continuation of Mama. And the ending fucking blew me away the first time I see it, and still when I watch it, I'm like, that shit's dark.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that's a dark ending. So, obviously I'm not going to spoil it, because if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. But, yeah, number 9 for me is Mama. So,
Nice.
I vaguely remember 3D. Was the first 3D movie. I was finally 18. I could see it with, hell yeah.
Nice.
That was on my short list. I was shocked to find out that wasn't a February release.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's funny because some of these movies I was really blown away by the fact these came out in January.
Yeah.
I was like, how in the hell did this come out in January? We're all doing good, man. I hope you are doing good as well. We're going to have to check out Presents.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen this. So, I'm going to definitely check this one out. I hear Cody only wants to watch and review found footage movies every day this year. Going to be a great time to watch this channel.
Stop it.
I had to read that.
I don't know if I'm caught up on this.
What's up, Kristen?
I'm just not a fan of found footage. That's the joke.
Oh, that's
It's
it.
him trying to torture me.
That's it. She thought there was a deeper meaning.
Right.
No, no. Very, very surface level, shallow meaning.
Why do you hate me, Christian? Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you're checking out Christian's channel too. We love Christian. Great guy. So please make sure you're checking him out. What's up, Eli? Everybody's talking to each other. I love that. Hey, what's up, Connie? Thanks for stopping in. It 2017 is my favorite movie of all time. Hot take. I don't think it's a hot take. I heard Haunted Hippie is only doing Tubi reviews this year. 365 days straight on Tubi reviews. That's going to be dynamite.
You
Honestly,
win. I'll take the found
Tubi's got
footage.
some heat. Tubi's got some heat.
Yeah. It's too, like, there's this one movie on Tubi, Bride of the Killer Pinata. That movie is where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at right there. Thank you, Eli, for doing that. I appreciate it. My Bloody Valentine wasn't a February movie because Friday the 13th came out that month. That makes sense. Okay. Presents was 25, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And make sure you are also subscribing to Doc Mortis. All right, we're up to number 8, and that'll be Kylie starting us off.
My number 8 is Cloverfield, and speaking of found footage, I remember really, really enjoying this movie, but I haven't seen it in several years, so I didn't really feel comfortable putting it higher up on my list. I remember being blown away by like the whole. I don't even really know how to talk about this without spoilers and not really give things away. It surprised me a lot. The movie surprised me a lot, and also I remember at the time I definitely cared for all of the drama going on, and the fact that all the crazy shit happening was kind of just like the backdrop to some of this crazy drama. I just remember really enjoying myself, so I felt comfortable putting it at number 8.
Okay.
I can tell you we will for sure talk about that movie again tonight. So, what about you, Cody? What's your number 8?
Number 8 for me is Tremors. This is one that, just like Virus, it's been a long time since I've actually stopped and watched it, like start to finish. It's one of those movies where I feel like I've seen chunks of it about 75 times. I don't know if it was like a Showtime or HBO movie, but I've watched a lot of this film in chunks. But it's a fun one. You know, I've never really got on to the rest of the franchise. I know it's a cult favorite, but that was one that I always have good memories of it. So another one I need to revisit.
Hell yeah. Love me a graboid.
Ass Blaster?
I love ass blasters too.
That's not in the first one, though.
No, but give me Tremors 1, 2, and 3 all day.
I like most of them except for the the Western one. I thought that one was not so great.
Which is funny because that's most people's favorite.
Really?
Is that one. I'm with Ashley. I'm like, that one's fine.
I thought that was boring as shit.
Yeah. Ashley, I love Michael Myers.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll go fuck myself then.
All right, cool. Yeah,
might as well.
nice to see you, Connie. But all right, so number 8 for me. I didn't want to put this one too high, and I feel like this is kind of a cop out to put it at number 8, but it's really just because of recency bias. So I'm gonna say Primate at number 8. I feel like I'm not in any rush to ever rewatch this movie, but the kills alone are worth the price of admission for this film. And the fact that there's no CGI ape, it's all, or chimp, I'm sorry. It's all done practically, makes it even better. And there were kills in this, obviously I'm not going to spoil anything because it's so fresh, but there were kills in this movie in the theater where I was like, oh, damn, like, holy shit, that looks great. So I really had a great time with this. We got to see it with our buddy Cam that's in the chat a lot. We actually got to go and meet him, and his mom brought him to watch the movie with us, and so it was a really great moment for him, and he got to do our short, in and out of the theater reaction. So that was really cool to be able to include him on it, because it's something he's always wanted to do. So again, raising the stakes with doing something like that and watching how much our daughters enjoyed it, I had a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna say 8 is Primate for me, just because it would probably be higher, but due to the recency bias, I had to put it a little bit lower because I didn't want to feel like I was overhyping it.
Okay.
So,
my number 8 is Mama. You already talked about it, but I thought this was a good ghost story. You have this ghost pretty much babysitting these feral ass kids that their parents were killed. And yeah, like you said, the ending is so dark where you think that. Actually, I'm not going to say. You think she's going to turn around, but, stuff and things happen.
Stuff and things definitely happen.
But, yeah, I remember it being pretty, just eerie. Like an eerie type movie.
Mm-hmm. You get hit in the feels, too.
Yeah, because they lose their parents, and, they're trying, they've lived out in the woods for, 4 years with this ghost mama.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, that's incredible. I would love to do that someday. Big fan of Tremors. Everybody, please put your stuff in here. Subscribe to each other. Be a family. I couldn't get into it, man. Could not get into it. I love Tremors. Thought it was a very good movie.
Isn't that where
4 is the Old West one.
Oh, that's 4?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of when What's-His-Face comes back and is his kid.
No, that's 7.
Oh.
It's not a Sledgehammer horror stream without a Michael or Jason slander. So fucking true. If you guys didn't see, we did a short today on all platforms asking you your opinion. Who you prefer, Michael and Jason, or why. It was really, really cool to get some of your reactions to it. I actually, Cody commented on one, and I just felt like...
I'm sorry. All I heard was blah, blah, blah. I'm a dirty tramp.
So that was fun. Thank you for having my back, Cody. I appreciate you on that one. So go and comment on that, guys. We are going to do a live.
He's just being truthful.
Me. We are going to do a live in a couple weeks, reading all your comments, and I haven't added any of them up. We're not going to tally up the winner until that live, so we're going to see who wins on the live. I do like Cold Day in Hell too. I thought that one was fun. I assume you're a Congo fan. You know it. I remember when Taco Bell used to have Happy Meals. I miss those days.
Remember the little Taco Bell dog?
Yeah, the Chihuahua?
The Chihuahua.
That was my homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. It's like Cujo. They replaced the dog and a bat with a chimp and a mongoose and used the raft scene in the pool. There is a lot of similarities for sure. Hey, to be fair, in Hawaii, where the movie takes place, it is illegal to have a chimp as a pet. We did find that out in our research, so that was cool. At least Michael's never got belt to ass like Jason did in the final chapter. Me.
Nice comeback.
It was fun. My Un's interactive and the score and practical effects were so good. That's all I got. Come on. Leave me alone. New here and love the reaction videos. I'm assuming that's for Kylie. So, Haunted Hippie, love your reaction videos.
Oh, thank you.
Companion is a pick there. All right, number 7, we got Cody starting us off.
Recency bias or not, I'm putting Primate at number 7. I really enjoyed that one. That was the opening film at Fantastic Fest. Didn't know anything about it. I mean, you could read the title and see the poster. I'm like, okay, chimp, evil chimp. I don't know. We'll see. And then we were sitting there, and I looked up Johannes Roberts because like I recognized the name, but I'm like, what else did he do? And I'm like, more misses than hits for me. And something about the simplicity of this movie I just really liked. You know, it's not anything to write home about as far as the story, even like the human characters. Some of the dialogue's a little rough, but for an animal attack film, to me, it's like the most fun that I've had since like Lake Placid, where it's just, like you said, practical chimp. It looks amazing. And I love any movie that's just like, fuck all this CGI bullshit. You could still do it the good old-fashioned way. And even with the gore, I was the same way. Like the opening kill, I was like, oh, yeah, all right, I'm ready. Let's go. And so I just had a great time with that one. The only thing that this probably honestly would have been like in the top 5 for me, but it's got one of my biggest pet peeves, which is like, we have to be quiet, but we're also going to step on every fucking thing in the house. So we're going to knock something over. Like every time that happened, I'm like, but yeah, I had fun with Primate.
See, and I think it's not just that, but it's like we have to be quiet and hurry. So they're loud and taking as long as they possibly fucking can to do everything. I agree. That was one of my big negatives as well. It's like, you got to have some urgency here.
Yeah, like that scene in the closet where one of them makes a noise. It's like, all right, bitch, you die. Go.
That's awesome. Number 9, I won't go too much into it because my beautiful wife already talked about it.
Number
but
8?
That's what I meant.
We're on 8, right?
7?
We're on 7.
7.
We're on 7.
You said 9. I said 8. Okay, we're on 7.
On 7. Well, I was looking at 7, but I seen My Bloody Valentine 2009. That's why I said it.
Okay.
So I seen 9. Yeah, it's My Bloody Valentine. I love this movie, and I'm one of the select few that might enjoy this more than the original. I think they're... Oh, you as well? Awesome. I like the original. I think it's fine. But I do think that I gravitate towards this remake because of the gore. I love the story of this one a little bit more. And it's not as goofy.
So, yeah.
Like, the original one is a lot goofier. And
like sniffing coke out of the...
It's an easy
Coca-Cola.
debate.
Like,
The
just
original
silly.
had Jensen Ackles? No.
Or Tom Atkins, you know. So, yeah, I do love this movie, and it's one of the few remakes that I think I could easily put above the original. So, what about you, my love? What's your number 7?
My number 7 is Split. I remember seeing this for the first time. I thought it was great. It's like real life horror with like the teenagers missing. Thought James McAvoy did a phenomenal job being all the different personalities. Thought he killed that. And it just, like the twist, you get the twist at the end where you find out that it's part of Unbreakable. And yeah, I liked it.
I was mad at every single person in our theater because no one knew what the hell was going on. I was like, I
I felt like an asshole because as soon as you hear the music, I'm like, oh. what the fuck, man?
Yeah, no one else had that reaction.
I felt like I was at half baked.
I feel like you explained it to somebody in front of us.
I did.
Yeah.
I felt like I was at half baked. I was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
They're like, wait, what's that mean?
Yeah, this person was like, what are you talking about? I was like, you haven't seen Unbreakable? Go educate yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I was upset. So good choice, babe. What about you, Kylie? What's your number 7?
My number 7 is the Bye Bye Man.
Oh my god!
I knew that you would groan. Leave me alone about this. I love the Bye Bye
It's okay.
Man.
It's okay.
No,
we
I'm
may
actually,
talk about
I'm
it again.
so not embarrassed about this. I love good, bad movies. I already told you about my passion for Megan 2. I just big, bold swing and misses. That's sometimes that's just my bread and butter. And the Bye Bye Man has a lot of echoes of the Twilight franchise, where things are just really overly dramatic to the point where they make you laugh. And yeah, I'm just cackling through that whole movie. And I actually unironically do think Doug Jones gave a pretty good performance as a Bye Bye Man. So yeah, I'm laughing at it the whole time. I'm experiencing joy. I really like the Bye Bye Man.
Speaking of bad theater experiences, we kept having some dickhead kids in the back of dropping coins in the back of the theater. I was like, I'm gonna kill you! Stop it! It was almost as bad as the people in Hereditary. They kept going. Yeah, shut up. Great choice. I know that one will be talked about again. What about you, Cody? What's your number? Oh, you started us off at number 7. So.
Yes, I did. Yes.
All right. Outside the characters and story, I had fun with Primate. 67. Awesome people here and only 43 likes. Let's fix that ratio for Kylie.
Bye Bye Man was almost the worst thing, and then he did that. So.
Well, did you hold on? It's funny because when I don't know if you guys seen, but when I cut my hair this last time, Ashley put a
I chose to refrain from commenting.
We went, and I showed my daughters. I was like, "Look how I cut my hair," and I had the 6'7" in there, and my youngest was like, "Cut your hair right now." I was like,
"Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to bed."
Yep.
Take your medicine, please.
Not only are all of my kids doing it, but my wife has joined in. So I'm like the lone fucking ranger in this house. Where anytime it naturally comes, how many are left? 6 or 7. Shut the fuck up. 6 or 7.
Well, as soon as you do it though, Cody, then it's gonna stop being cool, and then it'll probably stop, right?
That's why I started doing it because I got so fucking tired of it. I was like, "Oh yeah, hey, 6'7". Yeah, cool.
I have noticed they don't do it as much anymore.
Now that I started doing it, if you ever want to kill a trend as a dad, follow the trend.
Bruh.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's no cap if that's what you want to do. Hey, what's up, Jerry?
Hey, Jerry.
I will take a bullet over the remake of My Bloody Valentine being better. Todd Farmer has a great ass. Couldn't agree more.
America's ass.
What's up, Scrolls? It's so fun. I had so much fun with that one, Chester. I prefer remake over the original as well. Wow, I didn't know a lot of people actually felt that way. Cool. Split was so good. Forgot what happened. Don't say it, don't think it, baby.
Right?
Oh, I have.
Would you watch a new Would you watch a new Friday the 13th movie if it was directed by the director who made When Evil Lurks? I would watch a new Friday the 13th movie no matter what. I want it so damn bad, but that would be epic.
Yeah, I mean, any new Friday the 13th movie I'm going to watch, and any new movie that gentleman would make, I'd watch. So either or.
Thought that movie was incredible. Kylie, the first time I discovered your channel was your review of the Bye Bye Man.
Stop.
It's
full circle.
It's all coming in. It's all coming in.
Yep.
I love how everybody here is like, I love your taste in movies, Kylie. That movie's great, Kylie. And I'm over here like, that's a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like you like the Bye Bye Man.
It's fun. Like I kind of agree with the it's so bad it's good thing. I felt like when I watched it, it had elements that I really, really, really loved, and then watching it more, like the last time we watched it.
I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, the last time I watched it, I was like, it was fine.
But
I saw Split before seeing Unbreakable and didn't know it was a part of a trilogy until Glass was coming out. So I'm sorry, Ken.
Get in a fucking DeLorean and go back and change that decision.
Yeah, no shit. Bye Bye Man is amazing just because on the premise alone. If someone says, don't think it, don't say it, what's immediately going to come to mind?
exactly.
It's a good choice. The new 6'7" man coming in January. He will definitely
Lord, no.
haunt your nightmares.
Please no.
we get all these public domain movies. I can just imagine that. 6, 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go.
He's here.
I
He's
put
here.
my pants on. Good lord.
I'm still upset that you did. All right, so we're up to 6, and yeah, it's split for me. Like Ashley said, I jumped up in the theater. I was freaking out when I found out that this was part of Unbreakable, and when I actually saw Bruce Willis, and he was like, they called him Mr. Glass, and I was like, no way! And everyone in the theater was like, what the hell's going on? I seriously was like, you sons of bitches. Yeah, I thought this was great. James McAvoy is fantastic in this movie. The way that he obviously goes a little farther in Glass, but in this movie, the way that he switches between all the different personalities is just so fucking good. Like, he is incredible in this movie, etc., etc. So, had to have Split in here. It came in at number 6 for me. What about you, my love?
My 6 is actually The Bye Bye Man, crazy enough. And this is the one that we seen 9 years ago today. Today we went and seen this.
That movie only came out 9 years ago?
9 years ago, yeah. It was on like my timeline. And literally it said we went on a date to watch The Bye Bye Man and we had some teenagers dropping the thing, dropping the coin.
The coins.
Yeah. So
it's like, you fucking dickheads.
I mean, just kind of like Christian said, the whole concept of like, don't think it, don't say it. Your mind is obviously going to think it. And I thought that the villain was kind of scary and his dog was creepy looking. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. I liked the movie.
I think
also, Lee Wanell is there for a second, and his scenes are something.
They are, yeah for sure.
They're something.
I love the darkness of that ending. You know, when the brother's got his head against the door, and then whatever happens. I thought it was a really cool way to end this movie. I'm a big fan of dark endings as long as they make sense. And I thought that was the most logical way to go. And then you have the one guy that's still alive, and the lady's like, "What'd you say?" We have the zoom in on her face. I'm like, don't tell her, bro. So yeah, for great choice in The Bye Bye Man. I'm going to have to rewatch this sometime. Because I do remember Lee Wanell at the beginning walking around with a shotgun in the neighborhood. I'm like, oh, Lee, sit down.
Yeah, he's really doing his darndest at a dramatic performance there.
Yeah. You know who I am. Jesus, that guy.
Lovely.
All right, what's your number 6, Kylie?
Oh, mine is also Split, actually. I don't know if I would have it higher, but I literally haven't seen it since it came out in theaters. So, yeah, I put it at number 6 to be safe, but I just remember really enjoying it at the time. And that was also my introduction to Anya Taylor-Joy, because I did not see The Witch until a couple years later, and I just was like, wow, this chick. And then obviously, yes, James McAvoy, et cetera, so not much else to say.
Yeah. What about you, Cody?
Number 6 for me is Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. This is one that I was super late to the party on. For some reason, I did not grow up watching Tales from the Crypt, even though I was a 90s kid. I kind of kick myself in the ass for that every day. But this is one that I think it was a year or two after I started YouTube. Everybody kept recommending it, and I was doing all these little like recommendation things. Maybe it's for Patreon. And I threw it on not expecting much, or I figured I wouldn't get it because I didn't watch the show. And I was like, this is fucking fun. Like this, William Sadler, love him. Jada Pinkett Smith before she was like the worst. And then you have Billy Zane as the villain, who's a blast. Really cool practical effects. A great ending that the nun stole. It's just a movie that I actually, like, just talking about it, I'm like, I need to throw that one back on. And it got me so hyped for Bordello of Blood, and not as good. But Demon Knight was one that, when I saw it on the list, I was like, oh yeah, for sure, top 10.
We actually just watched this recently on a watch-along, and that was my first time ever watching it, too, because I was the opposite. I grew up a huge Tales from the Crypt kid, and when I found out that this wasn't an anthology film, I was like, oh, that's not Tales from the Crypt. They just did Tales from the Crypt on a movie just to enhance the sales. But like you said, and I love Billy Zane. Like, he's so good in this movie, and yeah, I'm with you. I think it's a great movie.
I'm really surprised they haven't tried to like reboot Tales from the Crypt yet. That seems like the one thing from the 80s or 90s that hasn't come back.
Yeah, it will eventually. We all know it.
I'm assuming.
If Hitchcock comes back to life, do you give him a Hellraiser movie or Nightmare Hellraiser?
I feel like both of those franchises are kind of cut from the same cloth. I'm not sure. I think
I
Nightmare.
want to see. I mean, yeah, I guess Nightmare. That seems a little bit more up his alley, but I think that would be a weird direction for either of those franchises.
Yeah. It may be coming, Brian. It may be coming.
Patience.
Patience. I bummed. I want it now. Like, I want to see a reboot of this with all horror elements. I don't know. I think it could be a really, really good, fun movie. Did you see the AI ending to Titanic where Jack rolls off the door and goes and pawns the necklace and becomes rich? No, I haven't.
I saw a video on TikTok that had me dying, though. It was one of those, like, Sora things that people keep posting, and it didn't look anything like the actors, but she's like, I'll never let go, Jack. And he's like, bitch, it's fucking freeze and move over.
That's awesome. Yeah. The funniest one I ever seen, and again, it's because I'm lame and I think everything's funny, but it was clips of the movie, and they spliced in a black cat and everything that was in there. So, like, there's the scene, like, where he looks out the porthole, and then the cat comes up and looks out with him. And when he's dancing, like, it shows the cat, and the cat's like there's little things like that. And I was just laughing. When it was like the part where she's like, show me one of your drawings. And it was the cat. And she's like, and then he's just like, so, like, that was one that made me laugh pretty hard. But, all right, we are up to number 5, and that'll be you starting off, my love.
Number 5 is Primate.
Okay.
I mean, for all the reasons you said, the kills are great. I went into this with pretty, like, zero expectation. I didn't really have any expectations for it. And I thought the location was really beautiful. And when he falls off that cliff, like, I was like, dang, like, that was pretty cool. And the whole
jaw
mandible scene, that was great.
Hold on, there's a lot of people that haven't seen it yet.
I'm just saying words.
I'm just saying words. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Just normal, innocent words.
Yeah.
Again, good call. Primate was fucking awesome. What about you, Kylie?
My number 5 is Tremors, and I think, like what Cody said, I had caught maybe the second half of the movie or something on TV when I was like 12. I didn't know what I was watching, but rewatched it finally, like, last year, I think. And I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. This is so great. Kevin Bacon, icon, obviously. Yeah, I'm definitely a huge sucker for, like, creature features. Bonus points if the creature is something stupid, like a giant sandworm. So, yeah, I have a big soft spot for Tremors. And it's goopy. It's oopy goopy. Love that.
It is. It is very, very goopy. A lot of practical stuff went into making Tremors. There's a good chance we'll talk about Tremors again tonight. Good chance. Not 100%, but there's a good chance. What about you, Cody?
Number 5 is the Wrong Turn remake, or reboot, I guess, more appropriately. This is one of those reboots I just was absolutely blown away at how negative people were on it. I thought it was awesome. Like, Wrong Turn is fine. Like, it's got its time and its place. The first one, I think, is easily the best one, but it's never been like this beholden classic by any means. So I was kind of surprised to see a movie like this that does what I think a remake or a reboot should, where it's like you take kind of the essence of the original and you go in a totally different direction with it.
Yeah.
And people were like revolting. They're like, where's the incest? Where's the cannibalism? And I'm like, okay, there's like 6 of those movies and 5 of them are awful. I like the group of characters that we had here, and I like the way that they kind of twisted it around, where you had this mountain community and how brutal things got out of nowhere, like the darkness and the punishment for all of that, and having the dad come find his daughter just to... The only missing thing in it, which it's been a while since I've seen it, but there was a really good opportunity for a nice twist where they make it very obvious there's a time jump. I feel like the time jump should have been a surprise, where the dad gets there and realizes that, you see the dude with the beard and it's like, holy shit, she's been there for like a year. But I really liked that one, especially the way that it ended. I don't know how successful it was. And then this is the guy that went on to do the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, which I would have said a lot of the same things for. So, big fan.
I didn't know that it was a January release. Otherwise, I definitely would have had it on my top 10. I don't know why it didn't come up, but I probably would have
my
that at, like,
number
May.
said. I had to double check these because sometimes you get in trouble where it's like
Yeah.
a festival release and they put that down, and then the wide release is something different. But somebody saw it in January.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It was out somewhere in January. My number 5 is a movie that's been talked about, so I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it's Megan. I had such a blast with this movie, and obviously being friends with the young lady that plays Megan, Amy Donald, and friends with her mom. We still communicate often. Kenley's always calling and sending videos of her doing the Megan dance, so I'm sure they get annoyed and tired of that, but being able to meet them and become friends, like genuine friends, and go out to dinner together, and like that really increases how much I like the film. And it all happened because of how much we did like the first film already. That's why we got in contact with them. That's why we wanted to bring them on the channel, and that's when we became good friends. So, and it's my daughter's favorite movie. She goes back and forth between this and Abigail, but those two are always going to have a soft spot for me. So number 5 for me is Megan. So everybody in the chat is talking. Yes, it did come out in 2021 if you're talking about Wrong Turn.
It said it was released for one single day on January 26th, so that's why it's one of those like sneaky release dates.
Right.
Yeah, because was it
Yep.
like it was like straight to digital?
Yeah,
Right,
it was
yeah.
Saban
Yeah.
Films. They did the same thing with 31, where it was like you get one chance to see it, otherwise you got to wait till VOD.
Yep.
Okay.
A one-day theatrical release, which is something I'm terrified is going to end up happening for real. So let's hope that those things never actually come to fruition, and we respect movie theaters and let us see our movies in them for as long as we possibly can. So we're going to go right into number 4. Kylie, you want to start us off?
Sure. My number 4 is From Dusk Till Dawn. I have only seen this movie one time and was shocked it took me as long as it did to finally watch it. And I wish that I didn't have the twist revealed to me. So I mean, maybe you guys will want to talk about it. Maybe it's obvious. It's been out for like 30 years. So maybe it's fine. But I wish that I hadn't known. Because it is such a crazy turn that the movie takes, and for someone like me, that is a turn that totally works. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, and Selma Hayek is hot.
She is
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. Every single person here is just like, yes.
I don't give a shit what your sexuality is. You can't deny that. I'm sorry.
Right.
You'll cross the streams for that one.
Oh shit. All right, so what about you, Cody? What's your number 4?
Number 4 for me is Split. For all the reasons that you guys said, there's not really a whole lot to add. James McAvoy was incredible. It's actually a movie that I wasn't as high as everybody else on, but I'm one of the rare people that actually really likes Glass too. I know that a lot of people did not like the way that movie wrapped up. I appreciated the hell out of it, and it made me retroactively like Split a little bit more. But it's definitely one of those movies where McAvoy's performance is doing a lot of the heavy lifting with it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like that it felt like a nice return to form for M. Night Shyamalan, who I really wanted to maintain being a fan of, but he made it very difficult, and he's continued to make it difficult, if I'm being honest. But Split's pretty awesome.
You don't like The Happening?
The Happening, I'm actually like, I love for all the wrong reasons. That's like a guilty pleasure love of mine. I think that's like the best unintentional comedy ever.
That's your Bye Bye Man.
The grass.
Yes,
Yep.
that's my Bobby man.
My name's Cody, and I didn't like trap. Me.
Yeah.
That's hard, I can get away with anything.
At least I finally got a high-pitched Cody. That's what I've been hoping for the whole stream. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Wrong Turn 2021. That's my number 4. As somebody who, the incest and essay stuff really turns my stomach, this movie was a good... And even though you knew the essay stuff was happening, they didn't put it in your face, it wasn't torturous to watch, but the idea of that... And we went to the filming location in Hocking Hills, Ohio, Logan, Ohio. It's just a beautiful place. Like, that whole place, it's just a beautiful, gorgeous area. Part of where they were filming. And it's so easy to see how people could get lost out there. And That
fall.
that log scene is incredible.
Yeah.
And the sacrifices that our lead takes, and then the whole credit scene was just like, oh my god, go off. This is incredible. So it's one of those movies where you sit through the credits not hoping for a post-credit scene. You're sitting through the credits because this is amazing.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, the national anthem or whatever it is that's at the end of that song is Ruby Modine singing that.
Okay. Stands the
I'm-
reason why he kept her around for the next venture.
Yeah. So I think that's another thing that, it's really cool to listen to her because she's got an amazing voice. So, coming at number 4 for me is Wrong Turn 2021. What about you, love?
My number 4 is Megan. I feel like we've all talked about Megan at this point. The only thing I want to add is just like the message that Megan portrays is still really relevant with, screen time and spending time with your children instead of putting them in front of a screen or a electronic of some sort. I thought that was a good message.
Yeah. Well, I think that, and the first time I watched Megan, man, I got a little misty-eyed when, Megan was like, I will keep all your memories. When she's talking about her mom, she's like, what if I forget her voice? I was like, oh, don't do that shit. I have a dead mom too. Like, knock that shit off. So, I got a little misty at that moment. So I do got to give her credit for that as well. So, what about you, Kylie? What's your number? Oh, you started us at number 4. All right. Holy cow, this is flying by. If the Wrong Turn people only had GPS, it could have made life a lot easier. Man from Dusk to Dawn has to be my number 1. We got some Body Snatcher love. I'm a Glass Defender too. Eden Lake, which one is that?
That's the one where they were like sleeping with
Fassbender and
Oh no, Eden Lake.
Eden Lake's
Super
that's
dark.
Michael
That's where they light the
Fassbender.
boy on
They
fire,
light him
right?
on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
Those shithead
No, fuck that
the
movie.
Teenagers.
It's a great one-time watch to me.
I never really had the desire to watch it, and it's my buddy Chuck's favorite movie of all time. Like, he loves fucked up, depraved movies. And
I see why you like this one.
I knew what I was in store for, so I watched it for the first time last week. And I got to the end of it, and I was like, yeah, that's a Chuck movie. And then the next day, I was trying to get him to watch something happy like F1. And he's like, I don't know. I was like, dude, I watched the most sick, fucked up thing for you like 2 days ago. Go watch Brad Pitt fall in love. Go.
Dude, I had these earbuds in because I was watching it at work because we always still to this day, like if someone asks us to review a movie, we do it. And I'm watching it on my phone with my earbuds in, and it got to the part with the boy in the fire, and I was like, I can't fucking, like I had to take my earbuds out because the scream was just like resonating. I was like, I can't fucking watch this.
Yeah.
The movie did what it was.
That just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing
The movie did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And made me not want to ever watch it again. So I got a little story about Hocking Hills. So I was walking up a hill.
I thought you were walking
down the hill. And I was in a bad mood already because
we
someone
walked
had
13 fucking miles.
And we were told that once we got to this next spot that we could get to. No, you had to walk the whole circle again.
Miles back.
To go back. So I'm walking down this hill and I'm so pissed and I hit a thing of mud and I fell and like landed on my arm and my arm went back and like popped. And I had my son and I was like, you got to pop my shoulder back in. So he pops my shoulder and I was like, I don't want to hear anything. And we start walking.
I'm sitting with the girls, and all of a sudden, Kenny's way ahead of him, and he's like, don't tell Dad. But he starts laughing, and he's like, he just ate it, and he's like dying. And then you see Ken all muddy, and he's all pissed off, and I'm like, what's going on?
That was always the hardest thing for me is if I ever saw my dad get fucked up, I could not stop myself from just dying laughing.
Yeah.
And trying to help at the same time, but making it so much worse.
It was definitely way where I was like, Kenny, I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want you to say anything to your mom.
He was laughing so hard when he
Isn't
was
it like a
explaining
cruel, it's like a cruel rule of existence that whenever dads are at their breaking point where it's just like, I can't tolerate one more fucking thing, something horrible happens right after that.
The moment.
Car runs out of gas, it's always something.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute moment that you think it too.
Do you know those like spiky balls that fall off of the tree? I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad ate shit slipping on one of those one time. It's like the most dad injury ever.
Your dad is somewhere in the house right now, like, she's fucking talking about it. It's being talked about right fucking now.
Yeah, I've seen my dad slip and go down the stairs, and all I saw was his foot. I've seen he was cleaning the vinyl fence, and he was trying to like pull the top off, and it came off and busted him in the nose.
Oh,
and
man.
I was in the kitchen once, and he was on the ladder on the outside of the kitchen, outside on the deck, trying to do something. All I heard was, "Oh, motherfucker!" And I was like trying not to laugh.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, that's the worst. And like I said, especially because, like, even Kenny will say, like, it's even worse for him because he knows that if you laugh, I'm going to get even more pissed off. Like, my anger is going to go even higher. Like, listen, this is not the time.
I think that's why he ran in front of you so fast, so he could laugh with us.
I was like, this is not the time, this is not the place, and I don't want to fucking hear it at all, ever. So,
yeah, that was a fun day.
yeah, sure. Let's go with that one. Because then we still had to walk another fucking 13
with-
miles
with
back.
crying children.
Yeah, that was even better. Yeah. Oh, here you go. I hated the group of kids in Eden Lake. What a bunch of little assholes. Yeah.
Led by Jack O'Connell, too, who did Sinners and the 28 Years movies.
Mm-hmm. That's even funnier, knowing that he's going to be... That's Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fucker. I feel bad I'm laughing right now. Well, we hoped we could get that to you. Oh, yeah. That ending, too, is fucked. Yes, I don't want to speak for Kylie. You didn't talk much about it, but were you a fan of Primate?
Not really. I liked the kills, and I was like, okay that I went. I was, I go to the movie theater like twice a week usually, and I was like, yep, that was a good choice for this week. You know what I mean? But I didn't like that much. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. All right, so now we are up to number 3, and that will be Cody starting us off.
Number 3 is Scream 5. I really like that one. I wasn't as hot on Scream 6, and then I have no excitement for Scream 7, but Scream 5 it felt like this long-awaited return. We were right in the middle of all these different slasher horror franchises kind of getting their resurgence. Most of them were good. And it felt, to me, when I watched Scream 5, even though I pegged the killers pretty early, it felt like a good direction to go. I'm one of those crazy people that kind of are burnt out on the original 3 characters that survive everything. And so for me, it was like, it's time to start actually having some mortality to these people. I thought that the way that they did, I guess we're staying away from spoilers. The one character that bit it, I thought they did a really good job with that and making that character the most emotional, invested character that they've been in the whole series. I really like the new set of characters that they were kind of shepherding in as the new ones, and I wasn't even upset that some of the legacy characters were kind of relegated to the third act, because it was like a passing of the torch movie to me, and now they've completely reversed that. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. For Scream being, at least until 6, I would have said was like the most consistent horror franchise with Evil Dead. Scream 5 kind of kept that train going.
That's awesome. See, I didn't have the love for it that everybody else did. I thought it was fine. It's not a bad movie, but it just wasn't one that really I gravitate to, I guess. Number 3 for me has affected my life so many times because I will not follow behind a log truck, and that is Final Destination 2.
Oh, shit. Was that January?
Yep.
Fuck. That should have been on my list.
31st. Just squeaked in there.
Just made it. Yeah, definitely that's one that to this day, I still love. I love this movie, even though it makes no sense logically.
Please don't start with
how he could start with the pile-up thing. Like, it makes no fucking sense. No sense whatsoever. But
what is it, like 1 minute?
Yeah, it's like a minute and 58 seconds ahead they would have been, but they stopped because she was sitting there having her thought, like...
Her premonition. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want somebody to do a horror... Maybe Scary Movie 6 will do it, where they spoof that, and they just show the characters looking at them like...
That's
Hello?
what I said.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like, hey, what's going on?
Dude, I will send you guys a clipped video of Ashley telling me this, and like, I had never thought of it that way before, And then I just thought that would be the funniest fucking thing. Like, if it was in real time, and, like, they're seeing a premonition, but they were literally just like...
Yeah, is she having a seizure? What's going on here?
Get out of the car! The fuck? You've been freaked out for 3 minutes. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, so Final Destination 2 is my number 3.
My number 3 is Cloverfield. When this first came out, I don't love found footage film either. And when this first came out, I was pregnant, and it made me very, like, nauseous feeling almost. I don't know. It was weird. Like, I felt sick after watching it, and I hated it. I was like, I was mad that we went and seen it. And then, like, watching it later, I love it now. Like, I think it's great. We already talked about, you know, like, the characters and how all the drama's going on between them, but yet you have this huge Chloe monster taking over the city. And if I do have to watch a found footage, this is how I would want to watch one, would be Cloverfield. And
she is totally honest. She hated this movie.
I did. I hated it.
When we left, she was like, fuck you for making me watch that. I feel sick now. This is stupid. Look, it's your dumb fault you're pregnant.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to have fun. You took it too serious.
Yeah. Okay.
So...
Okay.
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm totally joking, guys. I wanted to have babies. What about you, Kylie? What's your number 3?
My number 3 pick is Companion. I just had a ton of fun with this one, and I thought for something with relatively heavy-handed commentary, it still kept things incredibly light. Despite the movie kind of being about, like, society reverting back to, like, post-50s, 60s idealism. And, I found it to be hilarious. I think it's... No, I don't know if I could say it's my favorite performance of Jack Quaid. He's stacked up a lot of really good stuff. But I just thought that everyone was cast brilliantly, and that's all I got. It just was a ton of fun.
All right. Hell yeah. Well, while we've been doing this, I was able to find it, guys. And so now you are going to have to suffer through something that did make me laugh extremely hard. And Kylie and Cody do have a hard copy on their phone now.
Okay, I just lost
ending.
They were dancing. Spinning around like a cat.
I had to put that out there for everybody. All right, so starting at number 2, I have Cloverfield. I just remember how genuinely amazing it was to see the Statue of Liberty's head go. And we were at that time when attacks were happening and people were fearful of another attack happening on U.S. soil. And they even make that a very big mention in the film, like, are we under attack? And I thought that was just like, that scene still to this day looks so damn good. And in a found footage film, it's incredible. I love Clovey the monster. I think there's a lot of sadness to this movie. I think those scary things, the little tiny insect-like ones that fall off of Clovey that infect people, is scary. This movie just does so many different things that make it terrifying. And I want to say Chud, but that's not his name. The guy that's behind the camera.
That sounds right.
Well, he's awesome.
The dude from Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's great in this movie. Yeah, TJ. His real name's TJ something,
Miller.
but
J. Miller.
Miller?
Yeah. So in the movie, his name HUD. I added a C, but he's funny throughout the movie, and then it's sad when he dies. It's sad when you see the brother die. Mm-hmm. You know, like, so there's a lot about this movie, and it's probably my favorite found footage film of all time. Big fan. So it had to come in at number. There's only one that beats it for me. So anybody that knows me probably already knows what number 1 is. But number 2 for me is Cloverfield. What about you, babe?
My number 2 is Wrong Turn 2021. I liked how they made them like the society, how we already kind of talked about, like they're a little, smarter, I guess. So I think that's scarier when you have more intelligent people like trying to take you out.
The Foundation?
Yeah, the Foundation. And the kills were brutal, like you said, the log one, and the whole them being like punished and left in the dark to eat each other and stuff was creepy.
When they burn their fucking eyes out?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah. Great. I already talked about it, so great choice.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Kylie? What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Scream 5. I also really enjoyed that one for all the reasons that Cody listed already. And also, I don't know if it was just because I was 22 when it came out, and I don't know, my frontal lobe wasn't like frontal lobing or whatever, but I thought the movie was so brilliant. I was like, prequels? They've just put a name to this trend, and like, how I just thought it was like so brilliant at the time, and like such poignant commentary. And I rewatched it, didn't like it that much, and then I rewatched it again, and then I fell back in love with it. So I don't know if I'll like yo-yo with it, but I also just love all those new characters, and I'm sad some of them won't be around.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. We were going through some of our old con videos, and we got to watch our interview with Jasmine Savoy Brown again, and she is one of the fucking coolest, kindest people, man. Mm-hmm. The person right in front of us. I don't know if I told you guys the story about Jasmine Savoy Brown or no?
I don't think so.
The person that was in line before us was telling her about how she gave them the power to come out to their family. And Jasmine was talking to this person about it, and she was like, if you guys are okay, I would like to talk. And we were all like, go ahead. And like, she literally was human being with this person for like 5 minutes, and the person was crying, and it was a really powerful moment to sit there and watch. And she was just so involved in the moment, and it made me gain a lot of respect for her, because it was that real. Mm-hmm. So I love her, and I'll support her in anything that she ever does. What about you, Cody? What's your number 2?
Another one where recency bias can be damned. Companion is my number 2. I love that movie. I luckily did not have the twist ruined for me. I didn't see the poster. I didn't see the trailer. I do think that makes a difference, even though the movie's very good, even knowing that. But I just thought it was such a fun blend where there's a lot of really good comedy, really fun characters. It's not afraid to go dark and get a little gnarly at times. Sophie Turner, who I didn't really have a whole lot of experience with. I think at that point I'd only seen her in Boogeyman, which I just didn't like that movie, so it didn't really put her on my radar. It was only after watching this that I was like, I gotta watch Yellow Jackets, and I gotta see the other things that she's in. And then Jack Quaid, just echoing Kylie, is just like, can this guy miss? Like, he just does everything. This is, even if it's not that great, he's awesome in it. So yeah, I really love that one, and I watched it with my wife and my youngest, telling her to leave through certain parts maybe about 3 months ago, and it hits just as well at home. So that was a big one.
So I know how Cody feels and Ashley feels, but Kylie, what were your thoughts on The Housemaid?
I haven't seen it yet. It unfortunately, because we were traveling for like 8 days over the holidays, and then I was having to like catch up on work, and now I'm in pre-production, so it just unfortunately was a lower priority movie for me. But hearing like Cody talk about it, especially, and then seeing other positive reactions, I really want to check it out.
I loved it. Mm-hmm. I know that Ashley did too. I was shocked at how much I liked this movie.
I gave no fucks about that movie when we went to go see it. Like, it was just my wife's birthday, and I'm like, okay, you're not gonna like Avatar, especially not for 3.5 hours. SpongeBob's a no. I guess we'll see this fucking Paul Feig thing, and I'm not really a Paul Feig guy either, so that's almost like a negative for me. And yeah, we loved it. My wife said it was her favorite movie of the year. She was like trying to get coworkers to go see it so she could see it a second time. She never does that.
That was her. Yeah, that was her. It was that damn good. I'm very excited they already announced a sequel. So it probably won't have the luster of the first, but at least we're going to have a part 2. So, all right, guys, so we are up to number 1. the cream of the crop of January horror films for us. Let's start with you, my love. What's your number one?
Final Destination 2. I think this is probably one of my favorites in the franchise. I love the premonition, and a lot of this movie I think about like daily. I am in elevators all the time, and I think about that. Like I literally am making sure like my hair, like if I'm in an elevator with a bunch of equipment and stuff, like it freaks me out. Like
make sure there's no hooks around
yes,
you.
I don't want to get my hair skinned or taken off. Like that would suck.
Not getting scalped in an elevator.
No. And I literally like tell people that in the elevator, like you might want to get away from the doors. And they think I'm crazy probably, but
there's no problem.
Yeah, whatever. And the log truck, obviously, like it plays on a lot of your fears, and I really enjoyed this one.
Great choice. What about you, Kylie? What's your number one?
Mine is also Final Destination 2. It's right up there with me with Final Destination Bloodlines. I have to like do another full rewatch to decide which is my favorite. I love that it's another one besides Bloodlines that has like a little bit of a more unique twist on the formula, which is surprising like in retrospect that it's only the second of the franchise doing that. And yeah, it has definitely some of my favorite death sequences of all time. Like the apartment sequence is an all-timer for me. The luckiest to the unluckiest, I don't know how much there is to say. It's just a simple good time for me.
Mm-hmm. Which is, I agree. I had it in my top 3. So, what about you, Cody? What's number one?
Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass for forgetting that was a January or not coming across it. That would have made my top 3, but this would have been my number one regardless. Bam.
There it is. From Dusk Till Dawn.
As soon as that was actually the first movie. I just typed in like horror movies that were released in January, and that came in. I was like, all right, well, that was easy. Number one. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, despite some of its flaws, despite how some of the effects haven't aged so well. Just because I love the characters, I love the script, I love that huge twist and tonal change. And per what you were saying earlier, Kylie, I actually watched this with my wife a few years ago, and specifically did not tell her what it was about, just so I could finally see somebody's reaction, and it was absolutely worth it. So we're watching half of the movie, and she's into it, and then as soon as you see Danny Trejo come up, she goes, "What the fuck?" And it was like, that's what I've been waiting for. And so, it's just such a blast of a movie, and it's one of my all-time favorite theater experience memories too, because I was only 6 when this movie came out, and my dad did not realize how adult it was going to be. He just said, "Oh, action vampire movie." He likes Lost Boys. And so I have a distinct memory of my dad. As soon as you get to the titty twister and Cheech Marin's like going on his little speech, he's like, "Oh fuck, oh shit." He's like holding my ears, and even in the hotel room where Richie imagines Juliette Lewis asking him a very private question, he's like, "Oh, permanent damage. I'm sorry, buddy." But there's a lot of memories of him closing my eyes and ears in that film, and I had the pleasure of telling Juliette Lewis about that 2 years ago at MegaCon, where I was getting her to sign something for my dad, and I was like, "He actually took me to see From Dusk Till Dawn when I was 6," and she goes, "Oh my god!" Like you could almost hear her in the whole convention floor. So yeah, I've got nothing but awesome memories From Dusk Till Dawn.
See, nostalgia's a killer, man. Mm-hmm. Like, you have those memories. That's why, I'm sorry, Cody, I love you, but that's why I'll never completely hate Freddy's Dead.
I get it.
My uncle took me and my cousins to see it in 3D, and I'll always have a soft spot. But number one for me, the glove and then the little worms. It was cool as hell when I was a kid.
By the way, we can't pass this opportunity.
Oh, there she is. The goddess herself.
And it's got one of the best movie soundtracks of all time, too, since I keep showing the vinyl.
Yeah.
I've only seen One Body Better.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Actually, okay.
Try to make up for the last 2 hours. Number one for me, I knew the minute we were going to do this list, it was going to be The Wolfman. Totally joking. I'm joking.
I can tolerate the bye-bye man stuff.
No, it's Tremors, man. Like, we talk about nostalgia. I remember me and my mom watching this movie as a kid, and I loved this movie. I've always loved this movie. I never even knew it was a bigger franchise until we really started doing what we're doing now. Like, I had known about 1 and 2 when I was younger, but it wasn't until probably 2015, 2016 that I realized it was like a whole franchise. But the first one, I quote lines from Tremors 1 and Tremors 2 all the time in my everyday life. And little Melvin, the little dickhead, I love some of the kills in this movie. And some of the kills that just the thought of them, like the old man with the shotgun that's up on the pole that died of thirst. Like, that's a terrible thought. And as a kid, I always wanted to see a graboid. I just thought it would be the coolest thing in the world to see a graboid. And yeah, these, especially the first 2, and then the older I got and I finally got to watch the rest of the franchise, I love part 3 with the ass blasters. I think that movie is super fun. I would love to see Kevin Bacon come back to this franchise. I would love to see it. With Fred Ward, unfortunately, passed away. I don't know if it would hit the same now. Maybe Valentine came back and, Earl's gone. But let's bring Reba back too.
Yeah,
let's bring Reba back to this one. I think that would be cool. And I always thought the idea of an elephant gun when I was younger, I was like, that would be so cool. Like every time someone tells me that they have a rec room, I was like, I hope I don't break into the wrong goddamn rec room. So I mean, like, I love Tremors. It's very, very high ranking for me. It's probably in my top 25 favorites of all time. And I do that pogo stick scene, so incredible. When you see the pogo stick just sticking up, and then it just takes off with it. It's cutting through all the concrete, and so many things about this movie I love. Yes, I know. I love the ass blasters. So that has been our list tonight, guys. So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I know I said it at the beginning, but if you haven't, please subscribe to Haunted Hippie. Please subscribe to Cody Leach. They're not only good friends, they are amazing content creators, and we're very lucky to have them as friends and be able to have them on here. So please make sure you're doing that. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate to have you as part of our family as well. So, Cody, Kylie, please don't go anywhere. We got a couple more questions for you. Everyone else, as always, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.